Everybody, today is Wednesday, April 10th. We are on day 30 plus 8 of our live challenge. Why 30 plus 8, you ask? Because when we're done with the live challenges, we'll have 30 hours of days that you can go through at your leisure. So I only have 3 days left, including today. So the class is not large today. I've got my usual cohort of people who have perfect attendance. Bet, Scott, and Luigi's Firefly. There's a few others, though. A few others as well. So you guys can see my screen, yeah? All right, let's get started. So as we talked about, we spent over a month of real time, in terms of weekends as well, working on this agent chatter, real estate chatbot agency website. It's awesome. A lot of you have probably seen it. It's all over the place, giving it away. It worked. I have more people calling or, hitting me up with meetings than I know what to do with already. And yes, I know I had an advantage and a head start because I'm all over the groups and doing different things. But nevertheless, just by having a killer demo and a website and allowing realtors to take a look at it, they've never seen this before. And when you do your bots, no one will ever have seen that before, right? And so it's still something that I believe all of you can get to your first leads and potential sales quickly within 30 to 60 days for sure. All right, so let's continue. Since the course is pretty much over and we've got all the pieces, we've got 6 bots, we've got all these amazing workflows in GoHighLevel. We're kind of slowing down here and we're finishing up with our infinite nurture workflow, which we're trying to make work. And the concept of this is, we spent yesterday working on it, is when someone books an appointment, does the opt-in form from the homepage, or becomes a new lead, the bot's going to wait 5 minutes. It's going to change the last com type to email, regardless of how they came to you. And it's going to add a tag called infinite on there. And then using that tag, we route in step 2, process message as usual, right? And that's the infinite bot, and that just loops forever. To trigger it, we sent an override message, okay? And it's been working pretty good. So let's keep going. So we have that. Now, this bot only works when someone responds, right? They have to respond to the bot in order for it to keep talking. And if they don't respond to the bot, it's not going to keep talking. But if they do keep going back and forth with the bot, it'll keep talking to him, giving him cool tips, giving him links to trying to get him to book with you again and again. So that's really cool. But it wouldn't be neat also if, in addition to going into this infinite bot, which we'll call it the response bot, this be the response bot. We're going to make another bot. We have a knowledge base. We have another bot. We're going to call this one the nurture bot. I know this is all infinite nurture, but it goes together. Well, I won't call it the nurture bot then. We'll call this the daily bot. Daily bot. Okay. So now what we want to do is, in addition to just responding to them over and over again, the bot is going to respond, and they also may be getting responses from the bot if they did the demos, right? So they're going to be getting a lot of emails from us, which is kind of what we want. When people are looking at your website and they're interested in buying from you and they're trying out different things, they're going to see all the communication channels. If they get annoyed and hit stop or unsubscribe, whatever, but a lot of them will keep seeing that and going, wow, look at all these, this is really effective. And, I want this person to build that for me. So we're going to be inundating potential clients with emails, essentially. So in addition to our infinite response bot, which just keeps responding and responding, and that works pretty good. GoHighLevel, or CloseBot, CloseBot automatically puts all conversations into this follow-up one day, right? So this follow-up one day comes with CloseBot. Every person goes into follow-up one day. Like, these people are all in it. 2 guests and this person, potential client. And what this does is it generates a follow-up message on the last bot that they were at. So this is slightly different. This follows up with the last bot they used, and which is not our response and nurture bots, because we're triggering those after an action happens. This is a follow-up for the bot that showed in the listing, tried to buy their house, and they didn't respond. Say, hey, you still, it would say, hey, you still interested in buying, and selling your house, or hey, you still interested in 7922 Sly Fox Lane? Okay, that's this. So I don't want to mess with that, and it kind of follows up. And it also follows up. It follows up every day, and it follows up to the channel they came in on. we're doing emails. Okay. So I want this bot. Actually, we're going to have one entry point. And the entry point is just going to come down like this. Okay. So we have our response bot. And then we have our daily bot, which is not the same thing as the follow-up bot. Okay. That's what I'm trying to make clear. The follow-up bot is a CloseBot thing that is you want that happening as well. So this is a separate thing. Okay. So now what I want to do is we want to send out longer form emails. And I'm going to do something here I haven't done before. I'm actually going to use ChatGPT to write the emails that it sends out every day. Meaning, I'm actually going to use the ChatGPT action in GoHighLevel to write a longer form email daily that it pops in there. It's going to be awesome. All right, cool. So you three on this call are lucky. No one's seen this yet. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Okay. So let's see here. So in this here, what I want to do is I want to make a new workflow. We're going to call it. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this. Let me just rename these real quick. So when I make the snapshot, y'all know what it is. This is the new lead. This is the infinite AI email response. Okay, so that's that workflow. Okay, so this comes into this workflow in 5 minutes. So I'm going to use this workflow to send it to the other workflow, like I have here. Okay. Okay. Now, need to make a new workflow. Maybe I can reuse one of them. I have new lead nurture sequence copy. All right, I'm going to throw this away. Infinite email responses. I feel like I should number these because it's a little confusing, but that's okay. New lead nurture sequence, opt-in pre-launch email sequence. That's done. But look how many people got on this pre-launch sequence. That's awesome. All right, infinite AI nurture. So let's use this one here. We'll call this infinite AI daily email with ChatGPT. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Okay. So I want to send, let me refresh this workflow. I'm going to use this workflow, which takes 5 minutes to send people into the next workflow. So at the bottom here, I'm just going to add them to the workflow, which is infinite daily emails. Add to daily AI emails flow. It's going to be crazy sweet. All right. Now, we want to wait a day. Who are these people? God, look at these people. It's awesome. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna make a new workflow. I'm gonna unpublish this, save that. They're not gonna get another one. I don't know if this works right. We're gonna make a new one. I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay, so we're making a new new workflow from scratch. It'll be easier. All right, so we don't need a trigger because it's coming in from that workflow, right? So I'm just gonna do wait 1 day. But it's coming out every day. Wait 1 day. And let's change this here. So they only get it 6 days a week from 9 to 5, right? That's fine. We'll call this infinite ChatGPT email sequence. All right, cool. So it's going to wait a day. Label it nicely. It's important. Okay. Hi, Esther. How are you? Welcome. Okay, so now what I want to do is this is going to be crazy. So now, watch. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm making this up as I go along, but I know it's going to work. So I'm going to do ChatGPT or GPT powered by OpenAI. So this costs more, but it's going to be sweet. Okay, so let's do this. And we'll use ChatGPT to help us write a prompt for ChatGPT. So I'm going to open up ChatGPT, and I'm going to say on the left, I'm going to say I need to write a prompt for ChatGPT that will output an awesome email for a nurture sequence every time it is run. The content or whatever, the email should be about, okay, the audience is real estate agents who are interested in AI, interested in using AI for themselves and their agencies. How do you spell agencies? Yeah. The email should be about AI tools and industry trends. The email should be fun and informative and use the problem, agitate, solve style of writing when possible. The call to action is for them to book a call with me to discuss agent chatter net and how it can help them respond to leads faster, respond to leads instantly, respond to leads instantly, qualify them, route them, qualify them, and book them, and book. Using conversational, because I'm telling it everything about the business right now, because it doesn't know anything about it. Using conversational AI. Okay. All right, let's give it some parameters. You may use formatting, because I'm going to paste. Actually, no, I can't do that. Okay, I'm not going to say you may use for it. I'm going to say tell the bot it may be formatted, meaning I want bold and all that stuff. It be formatted and have emojis. Okay, so what I did is I put it on another line and I said instructions, just to give it some context. I want to make sure it's going to go through on the first run. I don't want see if I say it may be formatted and have emojis, I'm not going to do that. It's going to let it think. Every time it is run from the instructions below. I need you, so I'm going to say I need you to write a prompt for ChatGPT that will output an awesome email for a nurture sequence, an awesome different email for a nurture sequence for an infinite nurture sequence every time it is run. Every time it is run, period. Use the instructions below for the prompt. All right. It'd be awesome, guys. Esther, I don't know if we've seen you in the group, but welcome. This is like day 27 of the live classes. So hopefully you've caught up. If not, we're making a really cool infinite nurture email tool using ChatGPT and CloseBot. Okay. So I'm going to take this prompt. Perfect. Put it here. Erase the temperature up to 0.3, so it's slightly different every time. I'm going to call this write email. Okay. Save that. Gonna be sick. Now the last com type's already been set to email. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this email. And I'm going to say, okay, the subject's going to be the same every time, which kind of stinks. So we're going to write a subject randomizer. No one has that. Let's do that. So all I got to do is put the custom value for the GPT, which I called write email, the response there. See that? It's a custom field. So whatever the ChatGPT returns to you is in this ChatGPT response field. Okay. So now I'm going to use, okay, so we're going to say title here. I want a different title every time. So we're just going to do this all because it's going to be sick and I'm going fast. All right, so I'm going to save this now real quickly. Let's make a title randomizer. And in order to do that, wow, this is going to be the coolest day ever. Let me write down what I'm doing before I lose it. We added and a chat. Well, we haven't even tried it, but I'm confident it's going to work. Added a ChatGPT infinite email writer. Oh, that's amazing. I'm going to highlight that because that's really cool. Now added an email title randomizer. Amazing. All right, watch. So here's what I could do. So I'm going to make a custom field. And I'm going to call it, it's going to be a single line next, and I'm going to call it random title. And I'll store it in real estate bot. I'm going to say save. So let me think. Well, it needs its first starting title, then it'll randomize. So I want to make a work. I want to open the field up first. I wanted to put something in there. So I'm going to edit that. I do want it to have a pre-fill value of, here, let's go back to ChatGPT. I'm going to say, great. Now give me a title for this email. Fine. Okay, so I'm going to pre-fill this with one title. Save that. Okay. Random title is what it's called. Okay, now let's refresh this page. And I'm going to make the title of the email random title, right? Then we're going to write something to randomize the title every time an email's sent. Because it's going to wait a day, so it'll have plenty of time to do it. Watch. Okay, so, yeah. Oh, not here. In the email, in the title, I want to put contact, or just type forward. It's called random title, right? And then the from name is Josh Rosenfeld. Your name there. All right. From is Josh at, I do have this address. I haven't even looked at the email. I'm sure it's packed. All right, agentchatter.net, boom, boom, boom. Okay, now I'm going to save this. Okay, now what we're going to do is after the email gets sent, we're going to add a tag. Watch, we're going to add a contact tag called randomize. It'll be amazing, guys. All right. Now, okay, now I'm going to make a new workflow. put it here. I'm going to call it Title Randomizer. Oh. I can do random title to name it after the field. Random title, tool, random title. I'll call it a tool. Tool, random title. Okay, cool. So now what I want to do is the trigger for this is going to be contact tag is added, tag added, randomize. This would be awesome. Save the trigger. So I'll type this for you. Randomize tag added. Okay. Then it's going to go to ChatGPT. No. What's it going to do? Let me think. Got it. All right. So now let's ask ChatGPT. Okay, cool. Awesome. Great. Now write me a prompt to create a random title based on the content based on the above subject. To excite them to open the email. Okay. Now it's going to give me a prompt. And I'm going to copy that into the ChatGPT. It's randomized title, random title. Okay. Watch. So I'm going to do I'm going to copy the prompt in here, but I'm going to do something slightly different. I'm going to change the temperature to 3, and I'm going to go create a catchy email subject for real estate interest. Okay, cool. Save that. And I'm going to update a contact field. I'm going to update random title with the output for the ChatGPT, right? Okay. Ooh, let's title this. All right. And then we need to do one last thing. Remove the tag. Because it gets the triggers are getting added and it gets added in that workflow, every email trigger, right? Oh, I can't do it here. I got to remove contact tag, select tag, randomizer, or randomize. Okay, remove randomize tag, save. All right, let's test this thing. Pretty cool. Okay, so is it on? Yeah, so how do we test this puppy? Geez, so Pete, so we have to start here. No, let's see, I need to start at the top. Let's open up another window. So I need to send myself through, you know what? Let me title this because it's going to be confusing and make a new folder. I'm getting confused myself. Infinite nurtures. Infinite nurture. Okay, so let's put infinite email responses in there. Move it to folder, infinite nurture. Infinite ChatGPT email sequence. Move it to folder, infinite nurture. And then tool, random title. Move to folder, infinite nurture. Did I not publish this? Oh yeah, I'm gonna just delete that. I don't want that. I don't know what that is. I'll erase that later. Okay, cool. All right, so I need to send myself through this infinite AI email responses is number 1. So let me title that 1. Then I'll title the next thing 2. Okay, infinite email responses, boom. Okay, cool. So I'll send myself through here. Okay, then I'll check my email. If this works in 30 minutes, we're done for the day because that is amazing. You know what else I need to do? keeps asking for my phone number, which is irritating. I got to fill in my phone number, so it doesn't keep asking me for it. Okay. So haven't heard any. Oh, I got to send myself through it. So I'll send myself through this wait step. There's 2 wait steps I got to push myself through here and then the other bot. So let me push myself through that. All right. So this is going to go through here, do all this stuff. All right, give it a sec. Here comes the email. So here come, okay, so the 5-minute email came through, right? It said, hey, so excited. Anything else you know to know about it or bots or whatever, which is my outgoing message. It just sounds like it's for me, to me, right? You could obviously change that. So now I've got to send myself through step 2, which I'll also retitle. And that in here. Well, if I'm not in here, I'll just send myself here. Weird. No one's come through. So what happened here? Send daily. Okay, that's why it's going to the wrong one. No problem. No problem. Okay, now that'll work. But I'm just going to push myself through here like this. I'll just add myself to this list. Okay. Hmm. There I am. All right, let's do it. We're going to do it twice. It should be a different email every time I do this, right? And then, oh yeah, so when we're done with this, it needs to go back into here. Add to workflow. I can just go to the top, so it's going to be go to. Boom. Now it's infinite. All right, let's see if I got an email. Not yet. It's got to write it though, remember? You went through, sure it's not in spam. It is in spam. So the subject was kind of messed up, but look at this. Wow, is that amazing? Best regards, your name. Interesting. So I just got to give it my name. So we're closer. We'll get this finished up by tomorrow. This thing's going to be incredible. All right. So now let's do it again. It should be a different email. I see what's happening here. Okay. No problem. I just had to tell it to not use, okay. No problem. When you do ChatGPT, you'll see, you just have to do it in real time. There's no other way around it. All right. So let's send myself through again. But this time, let's tweak the prompt a bit. Let's tell ChatGPT do it. Okay. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to say, this prompt is awesome. or the prompt below. I gotta paste it in here. The prompt below is awesome, but it doesn't need to include the subject line in the output email and my name is Josh Rosenfeld, and my name is Josh Rosenfeld. Okay, then I paste this. I can say dot please edit, please update it. Okay, now I'll paste in the prompt that I just wrote above. Nice. It's not doing it properly, so I'll type in explicit instructions here. So here, I'm gonna copy this. Fresh angle each time. Do not subject start at the greeting. All right. Now I'm going to push myself through this, and it should be slightly better. But it works. We just got to do the randomized title. And it was weird because it did have a title in there, and it gave me untitled. So let's see why. Okay, let's do that again. Okay. Huh, where am I? Oh, dar. Allow reentry. Very important on your infinite nurture things. I hate that default setting. Okay, no problem. No problem at all. That's usually 100% of the reason it doesn't work. All right, now it works. Hmm. It went through everything. I mean, it looks like it did it right. Let me look at the contact also while we're waiting here. I want to see what it put in for a random title. All you gotta do is go to wait. It's got to be a custom variable. No, never mind. Um, Contacts, Josh. Here I am. Should be down in here. Random title. Unlocked feature real estate. Okay, so it didn't change anything. So let's keep testing. Okay, where are we? Oh yeah, so let's see if the email came through. I gotta push myself through this here. Okay, I'll get an email. And now it's gonna keep coming through here because the go-to just loops forever, right? So I don't have to do that again. All right, so give it a second. We'll see what kind of email comes through, and I marked it as not spam, but I know that this is adding a little funkiness here. Okay. Came through as spam again, but it did work. Look at this. So it did work. So that's my own email problem. Oh, I know why. Here's why it's doing spam. Watch. See this? That's why. So what I want to do is it's that I'm replying from Rosenfeld Marketing is the only email I have sub with agent chatter. So I need to do this. I need to go to here and change the from email to be Rosenfeld Marketing, which is fine because that's my bigger agency, right? Okay, now I'll save that. All right, now I want to send this through again. See if I get a second email. And bet I will. And it's going to come right back to the top. Oh God, is that beautiful? So the title's not changing. I don't think. Unlock. Let's see if the email is changing. Right? If it is giving me a different email, it should. Okay. So it's. Oop. So hello, are you tired of spending hours a day for that one? And then the other one said, yeah. So the emails are definitely different, and the titles are the same. Let me run this one more time. See if I got a different title yet. Not, no problem. So it writes email, adds the randomize tag, it goes to here. And then since it added the randomize tag, I'm gonna go to here. Oh, darn it. A lot of re-entry, folks. So yeah, that's your problem. Now when I do it again, it will work. I'll just push myself through again and again and again. So everything's working, I think, now. So it's writing the email. Looped. Oh yeah, so it's looped because it's not finished. Failed. So it doesn't like this go to the top step. I didn't know that. Okay, no problem. But it did send the email. So I'm going to delete this. Now all I'm going to do is we'll do the same exact thing here. Watch. All I'm going to do is after this, I'm going to send it back to the workflow. Hopefully that'll do it. That makes sense. I want to send it back to step 2. Infinite. Where is it? Oh, you can't send it to itself. Do I have to go all the way down again and again and make this forever thing? That would stink. Oh, well, let's see what emails I got real quick. We'll fix that tomorrow. No, it's the same title. Let me send me through again. We're close though, folks. 42 minutes of work, 40 minutes of work to get this far is pretty good. Okay, let me push myself through this wait step. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tack GoHighLevel because that's going to make me nuts. Watch what I'm going to do. Watch what I'm going to do. So I'm going to make this little tool in Infinite Nurture. This is the hack. Where'd that go? The tool go? I thought those were in there. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Watch this. This is gonna be sweet. So I'm gonna make a new tool. I'm gonna call it loop. Okay. So now I want to make sure that this is on allow reentry right away. This is very simple. This is the easiest thing. Add to workflow to infinite ChatGPT email sequence. And what do you think I'm going to do to trigger this thing? To trigger this thing, actually, this is a specific looper. So loop. So this is infinite email looper. Okay, that's slightly better. So add to infinite chat GPT email workflow. Infinite GPT email looper. Okay, fine. Now, oops, I got to save this. Then I'll save this. Okay, so now a little trick. So in this one, the last step, I'm going to add it to one workflow. I'm going to obviously add it to the looper, right? Nice. And that's a little hack. Almost like a reloop. All right. So now when I push myself through here, watch what happens. Still not getting a random email, but that's okay. Okay, so let's refresh this. Let's do this again. Okay. So I'll send myself through. Okay. I think I know why it's not working. I think I know why this randomizer is not working. So before I send myself through, let me fix it. So if I go to custom fields, this needs to be a custom variable, I feel. So let's do that. Let's do a custom value because the field is resetting to it's like its own, it's working funky. So let's try this. Random title. And the initial value is unlock the future of real estate. That's the default value with AI. Select folder. I'm not going to put any folder. Okay. Now, oh crap, darn it, I can't get. All right, we're gonna have to get to this tomorrow, but we're set up for that. Okay, so let's push myself through here and do one last test for today. We got really far. We just got to fix the title randomizer, and I know it'll work. I just got to fix it. So if you watched this video today, you learned a lot, and we did a lot, and it's a really cool tool. Because the emails are different. Each email is different. It's crazy. It's awesome. It's amazing. Look at this. This is crazy. So look at these free emails. They just wrote different emails. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't even need copy. If you're watching before, I don't need to write emails. And if I have to potentially, so okay, so let's see what happens. So I came in, so it's writing the email. Waiting. Takes a second sometimes, which is fine. No problem. Take 40 seconds, just like a CloseBot objective, right? All right, so this person went through. Now, if we look at the looper and look at the enrollment history, you'll see that I came through and then got sent back here. And if I refresh this, it's going to be an infinite loop until they basically say, stop bothering me. Where are they? I did not come through. I did not come through. Interesting. All right. So where am I here? Add to workflow. Add to infinite GPT email workflow. Infinite. Oh, that's a different. I did it wrong. Dar. I got to erase that. Yeah, that's what it's called. Infinite GPT email service. Okay. It's titled it wrong, so I got confused. Okay, so that should work. I'll do this. Watch. I'm going to wait like 5 seconds, which is, I'll just do 6 seconds, 0.1 minute, just to make sure. All right, let's do it again. Add to no input triggers. That should have worked. That was odd. Okay, let's do this. I think it's going to work. Okay, here we go. We'll fix the randomizer up tomorrow. Any questions? No? Okay. Okay, here we go. Wait a minute. Here's the new email. Awesome.
Hey, Josh, I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So, could this technically, I don't know if it even relates, the feature in GoHighLevel, the missed call text back feature?
Yeah, you
Could
know what? We did. I have
this
not
be,
done a missed call text back. Are you asking if this could work with a missed call text back? Like, could it put a
yeah,
missed call text
instead
back
of
in
just
here?
like texting them saying whatever, you could actually have the bot interact with them and say, what do you need? If it's not an emergency, whatnot, or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the technique I'm using now, where you're kind of using ChatGPT.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could. I just came up with this technique yesterday, doing something else. But yeah, it's not a secret, right? I mean, totally. If you can, yeah, I think as long as you trigger the ChatGPT part where you're having to do some things in a separate workflow and kind of do what I'm doing with setting fields and integrating that with
right.
CloseBot as you normally would, seems to work really well. Yeah,
Gotcha.
seems to work really
Yeah,
well.
because I know they have that feature where you just switch or switch and then it hits the missed call text back.
Yeah, so that's different. That is a setting up at the top, and if you set that, it's just going to send that little text message. If you turn that off, though, you can make a complete complex missed call text back workflow by
Yeah,
manually.
right. That's okay.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm getting email after email, by the way, folks. So it's going through and putting me back and going through and putting me back. So it's working now. I just need to, tomorrow we're going to work on the title randomizer. But other than that, it works really, really well. We'll fix the title randomizer. We'll have one day. So tomorrow's Thursday. And then the last day, we'll just recap everything. And maybe you guys can show me some of your successes. And we're going to call this, one a wrap. All right, let me finish up my notes here. All right, questions. Any questions? So you had a question about missed call text back. Uh, disable built in. I'll show you what that looks like because watch, this is awesome. So it comes with, if you make a new workflow, it actually comes with a missed call text back workflow down here somewhere. Here, it comes with this whole workflow. Beautiful. So I'm not going to get into it right now, but if you were doing a missed call text back rather than the SMS to lead, this is just a override message, right? That's all.
So just override that and put the kind of bot in there, whatnot, or whatever.
If you do override message, the bot will pick that. Well, the bot will respond.
Gotcha. That's yeah.
Yep.
That's
I'll set
perfect.
that up. Not today, but I'll set that up later. I'm doing a class on Monday. I'll set it up there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay, cool. All right, so here's where we're at. We have emails writing. Look at this. We have just writing email. It's writing where'd the email go? Lame. It's writing email after email. Me. They're all from me, right? Now the title's not changing, but if you'll notice, the emails are. So no more writing infinite emails. You don't have to do that no more. Cool. Any questions? I'm going to call it a day. I think we got really far, and we got clients coming in, potential clients coming in, multiple bots, doing all these amazing things. So, anyone has any questions? Someone put something in the chat. Oh, hi, Esther. Yeah, so this is your first day. You've joined us on the last day of a challenge. So I highly recommend that you, unless you dropped out. Are you still here, Esther? No, Esther dropped out. Okay. Yeah, this would be really, had you coming here today after your first day, you'd be really out of it. All right, cool. So if there's no questions, I'm going to cut this class a little early today. Say thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
See you, Josh.